Hey everyone, I'm Jessica Kramer with MRC TV. Today we're speaking with Noah Weinrich from Heritage Action to discuss some of Biden's controversial cabinet picks and what the media probably won't tell you about them. Noah, thanks for joining.
Of course, thank you for having me.
So a lot of the leftist media, including Time Magazine's editor-in-chief, are hailing Biden as a great unifier for the country. Biden and Harris have been selected as Time's Person of the Year for, quote, changing the American story, showing that the forces of empathy are greater than the theories of division, and for sharing a vision of healing in a grieving world. What are your thoughts on that narrative?
I think it's misleading at best. I think that Biden has chosen a lot of Obama picks. He's really running the Obama playbook with the Obama team. And anyone who survived 2008 to 2016 knows that that is not a unity platform. It's not a platform or a team that's going to heal the nation. In fact, it's a very liberal team, and it's one that has failed time and time again in Washington to deliver the results they promised. They are being hired again by a potential Biden administration as long as he's inaugurated.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are saying that, he's got a mix of progressives, moderates, and Republicans. Looking at his choices, they seem to run from the left to the far left. Would you agree?
I think that's exactly right. I mean, you see picks like Javier Becerra out of California. Yeah. He is the state attorney general. The only experience that he has with healthcare, which he's been nominated for by Biden, is increasing abortion and pushing Medicare for all. He was a Democratic politician, worked for Nancy Pelosi, and now he is Attorney General of California, a far left state, and he is defending their draconian COVID lockdowns in court. He's not a physician. He doesn't have real experience in healthcare, but he's being tapped by Biden for this HHS spot. And that's something that you're seeing with a lot of these nominations. They're far left people who Biden knows, has been around for a while, and he's plugging and playing into administration spots. It seems like he's drawn up a list of 20 people and he's just taking them, putting them in an open spot. I mean, you see Susan Rice, who's supposedly an expert in foreign policy. She's been in foreign policy for 20 or 30 years, and now she's heading up Biden's domestic policy team. It's things like this that just don't make sense.
Yeah, I was actually going to bring him up and ask you, this is a guy who sued David Daleiden, who obviously was going undercover discovering Planned Parenthood was selling baby body parts. He sued the Little Sisters of the Poor. And so my question is, does this choice do anything but bring deeper divides?
It does. It brings divides. It's not healing the nation. There's folks in this cabinet that Biden has said he will choose for his cabinet, like Neera Tanden, who came under controversy a week or two ago because of her years and thousands of tweets going after Republican lawmakers. And Biden has promised that he's going to heal the nation, but he chose someone who has spent her career going after Republicans that if he's inaugurated, he's going to have to work with. And Republicans that if Neera Tanden wants the job, she's going to have to get their votes. But she's spent years sitting on her phone sending mean tweets about them. So picks like these have obviously not been unity candidates in the past, and they're not unity candidates now. And Biden, just weeks after the election, is already coming under fire from the left for some of these picks. And so I think you're going to see a lot more of that.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what are the chances of Tanden even getting confirmed?
She's maybe one of the least likely ones. Some of the others who are inexperienced at least aren't on the record insulting the congressmen whose votes they need. Tanden has gone on the record. She's gone after Mitch McConnell. And let me tell you, if you're trying to get a nomination through the Senate without Mitch McConnell's help, you're going to have a tough time. And so I think that's going to be a big problem for her. She might not even receive a vote.
Yeah, and lastly, I was going to ask you about Jake Sullivan, Biden's choice for National Security Advisor. He's a longtime Democratic aide, worked for Hillary Clinton. Sullivan actually authored or forwarded several messages containing classified information or labeled top secret for Hillary's private server, which is obviously a question of national security. Seems kind of like a curious choice for that position.
It is a curious choice, and it's a curious choice to choose Sullivan or people like Secretary of State nominee Blinken, who for the last 4 years has spent his time working with China and working with U.S. corporations to get access to China. So you see a lot of these folks have conflicts of interest or have scandals in the past. Sullivan was involved in the Hillary server debacle. Susan Rice was involved in the Benghazi debacle. John Kerry and Susan Rice were involved in the failed nuclear Iran deal. But these scandals and these failures don't seem to matter to Biden, and they don't seem to matter to the swamp.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how this all plays out in January. Noah, thank you so much for coming on today. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Thanks. From RCTV, I'm Jessica Kramer.